I like to use a muffin cup after you're done for easy distribution of the cannabis. Each muffin cup holds about a half a cup of butter, which really makes, you can pop them out after they're frozen, put it into the freezer, know exactly how much butter you're going to have, and it makes easier handling. So Chantel is wringing out all the butter in the cannabis. You want to make sure that you really work with it. All that goodness is in there, and really working on getting it out is important. So use muscles.
I always have my husband come in and help strain. He's got the muscles.
It's better. She's way better than I am. Making butter is a messy job. So it looks like we're pretty much done. You can set that in the crock pot back over here and get your hands wiped up. And then I do like to have this here in case you drop it, so you don't drop it right back into your butter. I put the strainer in there, or if it gets pretty hot, you can drop it down without dropping your pillowcase back into the butter and going backwards. So we're gonna move this out into the back, and then we're gonna take the butter, thank you, and we're gonna pour it into here. And I don't have a freezer, but when it comes out, it'll come out just like little perfect muffins.
Yeah, and there might be a little bit of water in the bottom, but you can discard that, and then you have a perfectly formed butter pad.
So next week, when you tune in, we're gonna use this butter and we're gonna make some Chex Mix. So if you make butter this week, go ahead and put it in the freezer, and it'll stay good till next week, and next week we can make Chex Mix. So I'm gonna just straighten this up, and this would go right into the refrigerator. You could just get this, or freezer if you have enough room. Today it's gonna go right back here. Next week, Chex Mix. All right.
It's your community. It's your TV. And it's your community access station. MCAT, Missoula Community Access Television. TV by you, for you.
Hey, welcome back. I've really enjoyed our guests. Thank you so much, Tiffany and Chelsea, for being here, and Chantel, I'm sorry, for being here and teaching us so much. I can't wait to learn about the Chex Mix, or the cereal mix we're doing next week. I'm learning more every day. So I want to take a moment, as I will in every show, to complain about what's being done with us or to us. You know, we talked today some about the opiates and the other medications that are out there that people are getting pushed on them and addicted to, and they want to get away from them. And we have a viable alternative. And medical marijuana is a viable alternative, but not if they take it away from 26,000 people that are suffering from chronic pain. That is 26,000 people that can buy OxyContin and fill the pharmacy and the big pharmaceutical pockets. That's 26,000 people that can buy over-the-counter medications and abuse their liver and kidneys with them. Or it's 26,000 people that can use a fairly benign drug. The big side effect is you feel good, and that's horrible. Having to feel good. So it bothers me. You know, I'd sure like to know, and I don't have this information. Maybe somebody out there, one of you, can find out and get back to us at our website, on our blog, or email us at growinggreen at Bresno, growinggreen420, growinggreen420 .webs.net.com. I gotta quit doing this. I had it wrote down, but it doesn't seem to be popping up on the show deal. You can email us at growinggreen@bresnan.net, and we'll get back to you with any questions you weren't able to call in and get to today. I will try to bring those in and let everybody know what they are. And there's a couple names. Someone's bringing me a list right now with a couple names of some folks that I want you to know about. And this stuff should be on the computer. Yeah, the other one. To pop up this information. Here, right now we're facing whether or not it's gone through the House and the Senate. We're waiting for that to happen on Senate Bill 423. The Democratic side of the House doesn't have the room to stop it. So what's going to happen with that is it'll go to the governor and he'll veto it or not. And so we want people to get a hold of the governor, like Sierra was asking us earlier, and let him know that that's not something that we want or need. And this committee that they put together was a bipartisan committee. So that's because there was 2 Democrats on it that were helping write the bill that's going to take away jobs, economy, suffering, and help. I mean, Missoula is one of the hardest hit places in Montana with jobs right now because of the mill closing. That was a hard blow for us, and this has put a breath of life. This industry has put a breath of life back in the economy. So 2 people helped write that. 2 Democrats were helping to write that. They were, make sure I say the names right. I wouldn't want to get this wrong for you at all. First one is their addresses on the computer. You got their names up for me? Can you pop that on the screen? We got that? All right, these are our Missoula senators, folks. These are the people we elected to represent us, and they're the ones that are helping take everything away from us. So that's Diane Sands, and you can get a hold of her, and Cliff Larson. They're there to help you. You voted for them. You said, we want you to represent us, and the way they represented us is by taking away our jobs and our medication and making sure that there's no money for anybody in town. That's what they want to do. They want to take all the money out of this industry, take all these jobs away from everybody. There they are for you. Give them a call, give them an email, let them know that you appreciate what they're doing for you because you voted for them. So after that, my next little thing is once upon a time I was a poet and didn't know it. So I want to read a little something for you I wrote. And I promised you I'd tell you more about me in jail. So let me tell you my story. I've probably used marijuana since I was 9 years old. I had some GIs on an army base where I was a child. Introduced it to me when I used to go around and shine shoes for extra change, and they started giving me marijuana because it was funny to see a kid get high. I guess that's the government. It's the government's fault. I was on a military base. It's their fault. I became an addict. From there, things progressed, I guess, through life. I got a back injury and wasn't able to do the construction work I did anymore, and because I was on a side kind of job when it happened, Labor and Industries said that I couldn't get any help from them. So I couldn't work and I couldn't get any government assistance, and a friend offered me a job being a drug dealer, and I had kids to feed, and that's what I did. So that led me onto one thing, led on to another, and there's no way you can be a drug dealer and lead a normal life and have a family, and all that fell apart. I fell deeper into it, became a meth addict and a meth cook, and ended up going to prison. I spent a lot of time there, 8.5 years total, from beginning to end, including the treatment facilities. I worked tirelessly to help the guys that I was with there and to bring about change. And now I see what they're trying to do out here. If it's not for marijuana, then my other choice is to go back to the doctors and get medication. I can't use ibuprofen no more. I'm giving my kidney away. I can't. I'm not going to destroy my liver, so I have marijuana, or I can go back to the doctors and ask for opiates, and I can become an opiate addict like so many of my friends, and I've tried so hard to not do. After prison, I had the boon of medical marijuana to be able to use this for my pain and my suffering. My shoulder still hurts. You know, marijuana dulls the pain. It's not a cure-all. It doesn't stop. My knee still hurts. I wear a brace. I work a graveyard shift at a gas station, and I'm on my feet all night. And I wear a brace on my knee, and I pop my shoulder in and out and hear it crunch. And I eat the pain because I'm just not going to take those pills. And marijuana dulls it enough that I can continue picking up boxes of beer and soda pop and putting them on the shelf where they need to go. So with that, you know a little bit about me. I don't want anybody ever to think that I was somebody I said I wasn't. I'm the producer of this show. My co-producer, Kelly Wallace, is not a criminal like I am. She is a college student and a great person. She had some stuff to take care of today and wasn't able to make it, but she will be back with us next week, so we look forward to that. I have a short poem that I wrote you while I was in prison before I ever knew I'd be involved in this, and still it carries through. So I'm going to read this for you, and this is called Freedom. And after that, we'll do some acknowledgments, and I got a video that I don't think I'm going to have time to show, but it's on how to roll a joint. So I'm going to do my acknowledgments and credits and let everybody know how much I appreciate them, and then after that, we'll go ahead and show that video at least till the end of our time. And then we'll bring it back again next week and make sure everybody gets the whole thing. So let me just get a little splash of something on my throat here, and I'm going to read you a poem. It's called Freedom. Now I give you this little note, which may be more than all I've wrote, of the amendment to the parchment penned by long dead, somewhat forgotten men. The right of the land, my father's pride, where so many more than pilgrims died. In our shame, their truth now lost, chains to propagate our cost. Through political masturbation, we waste the seeds of freedom's creation. Now the truth is seen no more as we become the belly of the whore. No more land of amber waves, a growing city of living graves, boxes made of steel and stone, where men have died and children grown. If this land be truly free, why are there so many here like me? How soon it seems they have forgot to whom it was they were begot. And yet it is with pure intent they throw away the lives well spent. Democracy, a cover bare. Congressional republic, they declare. But as corporate money does elect, then I think the word is communist. Trusting all, I'm sorry, I messed that up. But as corporate money does elect, then we are fascists, I suspect. Trusting all to government's behest, I think the word is communist. I see no wrong in a socialist state. If the poor and the hungry we do not negate, but wrap not the flag of freedom. But wrap it not in the flag of democracy. Freedom cannot be force-fed to me in this old nation newly walled to hide from those that we once called. You're cold, you're tired, you're hungry, give them to me. What happened to this land once free? Must we still spread love through tyranny? Must everybody be like me? Or more to say, I like them, to be accepted, the right cut gem? But I cannot, an odd-shaped stone. My belief in love often lived alone. Though the master's teachings I try to follow, often in my failures I still wallow, casting my net into the sea, yet no grace does it yield for me. Now indiscernible